Hi guys, my name is Jesslyn Grant and I am a triple diamond with It Works. And today I am giving you some of my secrets on how I build my Instagram and how I built my business from my Instagram and my Facebook. So first things first is you want to make sure that your profile is appealing. Excuse me. You want to make sure that it's appealing. You want to have bright, colorful photos. You want it to be clean. And you don't want to look like an ad. Otherwise, people are not going to follow you back and they're not going to continue to follow you. So, first things first, how to take a good picture. Let's start basic. The quality of your photos are going to do a lot for you getting more followers. One really simple rule that I stick to when it comes to taking photos is lighting. Lighting is seriously everything in a picture. You could be clueless at using apps, but if you can just get this down, then your photos will improve a lot. Basically what you want to do with light is you want to make sure that it is facing the object. You don't want it to be behind the object. If it's behind the object, it's going to create this weird glow behind the object. And it doesn't really make that nice of a picture. So you want to make sure that the light is coming towards the front of the object that you're taking a picture of. That way the object is clear and there's not a weird glow around it. Same thing with a selfie. If you are taking a selfie, you want to make sure that you're facing the light and the light's not standing behind you, or you're going to get this weird halo-like glow. And if the sun's not out, yes, I do think that natural light is the best light for a picture, but even if the sun's not out, as long as you are facing the light, then your pictures will still come out well. A lot of people ask me, what kind of things do I post? My first piece of advice is do not post the same thing over and over and over again. You don't want all selfies. You don't want all pictures of your kids. You don't want all pictures of before and afters. You get the idea. Switch it up a little bit. So some things that I post are my family, between my boyfriend and my son, or, my nephew and my brother. I have a house full here, so I always post pictures of my family. Adventures. So if you're doing anything fun, if you're going on a walk, if you're going to get some pizza, if you are going to the zoo, what have you, post about it. It's a new fun day. It's an adventure. What I'm doing at that current moment, whether it's cooking, painting my nails, sometimes I've put up a post saying, I'm watching Pretty Little Liars and I'm talking to a mom about how we can change her life. That gets a lot of people too. Also, friendships. Our company is huge on creating friendships. So you want to really talk about that. And even if it's a friendship that you didn't create during this company or through this company, you can post about that too. Obviously, it doesn't have to be all at works. Selfies. People love to know that you're a real person. Sorry. People love to know that you're a real person. They love to know that you're not just a fake account trying to sell something to somebody, that you go through the same daily struggles, you have the same situations in your life. They want to see you in your face. Nature. Who doesn't love nature? Something inspirational, something funny. I try to do quotes in the morning, just like a good thing to wake up to kind of quote. And then I try to use funny memes too. And whenever I put a quote up, more often than not, it's a white background with black writing because it's super simple, super clean, and it does like brighten up your profile. Again, that's preference, but I personally like the way that it looks. But yeah, I try to do more funny memes just because that's more my personality than like sappy quotes. But everybody's different. So make sure that your personality is shining through your profile because a lot of people can pick up when you're being phony. So really make sure that you are shining through. If you work on a farm, talk about that. That's awesome. Not a lot of people understand what it's like to be working on a farm, so they want to know. So put that in your profile. If you are a dentist or whatever, make it you. Make them know who you are. And then, of course, you obviously want your business-related posts in your result photos. A lot of people come to me with concern when they first start, how do I get people to join me if I haven't made any money yet? Talk about your goals of what you want to do when you start making money because you're confident that you're going to be making money with this company. tell somebody else's story. There's my story. There's Kaylee's story. Jesse's story. Jesse and her husband just went presidential. That's 2 presidential incomes in one household. Amazing. And a $100,000 bonus for both of them. Craziness. So, just, tell other stories. Tell about how it inspires you. Or, heck, I mean, if you made enough to fill your gas tank, that's awesome. You're filling your gas tank. That's less money that you're taking out of your job's paychecks to go towards it. That's more money that you have for your family. So just be creative with it. Okay. Stay away from, again, posting the same thing over and over and over again. Try to switch it up. Try to be creative with that. And don't post anything that looks adsy. If I went to a page that was mostly ads or quotes, I personally wouldn't follow that person. That's just me. But if your post seems like a commercial ad, I would rewrite it. What I try to do is I will reread everything that I write. Not only because I'm horrible with typos, but also because I try to look at it from an outsider's perspective. And if it's something that I would just skip over and not even pay any mind to at all, then I don't post it or I rewrite it. A lot of people also ask me if I delete my photos. I do. Or my result photos. I do. And I reuse photos too. It saves me a lot of time. What I do is I actually have a thread with myself in my text where I will post my post. Like, I will send myself my post. I will send myself the picture and the post that I use, the caption. And I delete it from my Instagram because I know when people are coming to follow me, since I'm not private, they're going to look at my page really quick. And those first 9 pictures are sort of like your portfolio. And I don't want them to see that I have before and afters in there because they're going to be like, oh, another rap girl trying to sell me something or whatever. So, yes, I do delete them. No, I don't delete all of them. I'm getting more consistent with that. I do think that it has helped my account grow a lot by deleting them. Before I delete them, though, I usually give them about 24 to 48 hours before I end up taking them off. And what I do is I will message every single person that has liked and commented on them by simply saying, hey, thanks for the love on my post. Would you like any more information? Super simple, super short. And I just copy and paste and send it to all of them. But yeah, your posts, they're like a newsreel that people only see when they're scrolling through their newsfeed because Instagram is chronological and your profile is like a portfolio that gives somebody your first impression. So when they go to look at your profile and they decide whether to follow you or not, chances are they're not going to if your post looks spammy. So do not spam people. Do not be spammy in your post whatsoever. And okay, what a lot of other leaders are doing with their pictures are they're getting the white picture frame around their pictures. And basically it's brightening up their profile more. As I said, a brighter profile is more appealing for people. So this is a way that you can do that. Super simple. I personally like the app PicTapGo. I think it's $1.99 or something like that. But it is worth it because it makes your pictures look gorgeous and professional even. So in order to get the white frame, I'm sorry, it's hard to see that and you're going to have to forgive my phone. It is a little shattered. In order to get the white frame in PicTapGo, once you go to save, if you click Instagram float right there, it will open it up in Instagram and it'll create that white frame around your pictures. As that. So a lot of people or a lot of leaders do that. I haven't really started doing it yet, mostly because I don't really think about it until after the fact, but a lot of leaders think that it brightens up your profile a lot more. So it's up to you whether you do it. It's really not, you don't really have to. This app is also amazing for brightening up your pictures. So again, I'm really sorry that you can't see this, but what I do first is scroll down. It has all of these filters. I'm sorry, this app is only for iPhones too. I'm sure that there are other apps that you can find for Android. And I also know in Instagram, if you click the tool button when you're posting a picture, if you go all the way over to shadow and highlight, you can kind of get the same effect. I still think this app's the best though. So what I choose first is Crispity. It will make your picture look a little funny at first, but bear with me because it will look better. Usually I will see if you can kind of tell the difference. So this is before I did it, and this is after I did Crispity. So yeah, it looks a little strange right now, but as I said, bear with me. And then you can adjust it here. So I usually take down the crispity a little bit, just so it's not too crisp. And then I scroll down, and I always put the contrast up. So I'll do auto contrast, and that automatically adds the contrast to it. And then my 3 favorites are the air filter, the bright side filter, or the lights on filter. Any one of those really does a lot for the picture. Let me see. I mean, it's just making my belly look pale, but if it's a selfie especially. But now you can see this is with the contrast, the crispity, and the bright side. That was before, this is after. So I'm sorry it's hard to tell on this cracked phone, but especially if you're doing selfies, it looks really good when they are so bright like that. It just makes your face look really pretty. So alright, so now that you're getting better at taking photos, it's important to also be spending time each day building your followers, because you can't expect to grow if you're targeting the same followers all the time. Expanding your market is crucial to your success. So here are a few tips of what I do each day to grow my personal market. I go and I make new connections daily. I personally think that this can be done with any type of schedule. Decide how much spare time that you have to do this each day, and I think it's safe to say that everyone has at least 30 minutes that they could spend doing their first for practice. Ways that you can connect with people. Search hashtags of something that you'll have in common with somebody on Instagram. So for me, I always search boy mom, or boy mom problems, or something silly like that. I love doing my nails. I love makeup. So I also search stuff related to that. Or you can search stuff related to your goals. Again, if you work on a farm, you can, hashtag farm life. Sports, hobbies, activities, anything that you do that has your interest, search that, and I guarantee there's a hashtag for them, and you will find people that you can connect with because you guys are going to have the same interests, goals, hobbies, activities, etc. So find somebody's page that intrigues you, like a few of their pictures, comment on at least one photo, and follow them. That's the very least. Comment on one photo. Chance of them following you back goes up about 37% if you do all of the above instead of just following them. What I like to do is I write down the names of the new people that have followed me back, that I followed, and I stay connected with them. I like their post, and a friendship usually does form with each person if you do stay consistent. So don't just stop following up with random people. Before you know it, you'll have a new friendship. Please, please, please do not spam people. I get spammed at least once a day, and it drives me absolutely insane because they're asking me if I want to try a wrap. And I just want to say, did you look at my page? I've obviously already tried a wrap. It's really frustrating because you can tell that they're not being thoughtful, and you can tell that they're not taking their time out to see who I am before they're asking me if I want to try a wrap. no one wants to be sold to. So take the time to build relationships, be thoughtful about it, and it will make all the difference in your business. A lot of my distributors and my loyal customers, mostly my loyal customers lately, are from people I found on Instagram from doing this simple technique. And as we know, loyal customers end up making the best distributors because they're using our products. So they're no longer skeptical because they generally, more often than not, are falling in love with our products. So in a 30-minute time frame, I can usually add 30 to 50 people and like and comment. And I generally get about 20 to 30 followers back from that 30-minute time of work. When I was doing this before, when I was trying to build my Instagram, and it took me so long to build my Instagram, and I couldn't understand why, because I was just working at it. I was literally just going through lists of followers and following all of their followers. I wasn't deleting my before and after pictures. I wasn't being thoughtful about what my page looked like. I wasn't going back in and seeing those 9 pictures, which I'll show you. So these 9 pictures, that's your portfolio. That is how people are going to judge whether they want to follow you or not. I wasn't doing that at all. And I had wraps in my name. I think it used to be Wrapped Up with Jaylin. I talked about wraps in my bio. I took all of it out. I no longer have my website in my bio, and I think that has helped me a lot. And I no longer have wraps in anything. And all I say, my bio says, my name is Jesslyn Grant. It says, hi, I'm a mommy to one. I'm a makeup lover and nail art. I love nail art. I'm a food junkie. I'm a wino. And I'm a business owner. And then I have my Facebook link. I love the Facebook link because then they can find me on Facebook and they can see that I am a real person and I do have friends following me and commenting on my stuff. So yeah, you just want to be mindful of what your profile looks like when somebody goes to your page and think, would I follow this person? I know, my screen is horrible. Your picture is so important. You want it to have great contrast. You want it to be your face. Smile, smirk, kiss, what have you. But look like you love life. Be happy. People love happy people. So I think that's super important. I know a lot of you have like a picture of a belly because it's been wrapped. Don't do that. Take it down. Just put up a picture of you, please. But yeah, just be mindful of what your profile looks like, because when I was doing this before, I was following a ton of people all at the same time, and I really wasn't getting followers, and it took me like 2 years to get to 2,000 followers, and then instantly I'm almost at 4,000 right now. So that's because before I wasn't being thoughtful. I wasn't getting a lot of followers back. I was just going through and following everybody, and I wasn't liking any of their stuff, and I wasn't commenting on any of their stuff. I just wasn't being thoughtful about the relationship whatsoever. So I just wasn't getting followers from it. And just remember, a lot of our top leaders were found on Instagram, like Ashley Kelly Olive, for instance. She took a year to join Ashley Hughes, and then in a year went ambassador. In a year, this woman went ambassador. That's amazing. You can find that rock star. If you're working your Instagram correctly, then you can get this. Instagram does take a few weeks of doing this for me to start gathering potentials, so don't expect instant results from it because it does take time. As we know, planting seeds does take time. Just don't get up. Don't give up. And I promise that it will pay off big time. In the meantime, I love you guys.